Alright guys, let's take a look at one of Sparrow's newest kits. A lot of you have been asking for this. I finally managed to get my hands on one. This is the Special Forces Sentry, and they call this the sanitized. This one costs $53 Canadian, which is $41 US. The regular Sentry kit comes with the ACU pattern, and it has the embroidered sparrows, kind of like on this tuxedo case. It's got the embroidered Sparrows logo. So if you need a sanitized kit, just for $3 extra, this is the way to go. You don't want people to know you're associated with Sparrows. You just pull it off of there, and you're going to be completely sanitized. This is really a cool kit. Somebody put a lot of thought into this. It's designed to be worn on tactical gear. If you wear like a chest harness or a ballistic vest, you can attach it with this Velcro, 4 patches of Velcro on the back. And then Sparrows also sent me what's called a malice clip. You thread this through the mole straps on your vest, and then we feed it up behind this Velcro. It just slides right up through there, and then it locks in place. Now, I'm not going to put that in there because once you clip it in, it's not permanent, but it's really difficult to get apart. So this will be hanging on your vest, and when you look down, that pretty much is what you'll see. For those of you who have worn ballistic vests or chest harnesses, you know they're kind of bulky, and it's sometimes so bulky if you got the plates in, even difficult to see your feet. But the guys that designed this put a lot of thought into it. Try to imagine this is hanging on your vest. You find a lock you need to pick, and this is really the angle. You're going to be looking down on it. So you reach down, you grab the flap, and you want to pull some picks out. Well, if it's a standard case, let me pull this mole out of here. If it's a standard case like this tuxedo, you'd reach down, you pull the flap open, and then you kind of, you got to look down over the vest trying to figure out which one of these picks you want to get. Well, whoever designed this really put some thought into it. Okay, this is the angle. It's hanging on your vest. Got to pick a lock. You reach down and flip open the lid, and then fold it out. It's almost like an accordion. So it's very well. It's got a little hinge there. Really cool. Flips out, and this is so tight. Even if you start to pick a lock and somebody starts shooting at you, you can take off running, and none of this stuff is going to be falling out of here, even if it's completely not Velcroed in place. So very well thought out, very well fitting. All right, that's the case. Let's go ahead and take everything out of here and look at these picks one at a time and see what they give us for $41 US or 53 Canadian. All right, guys, there it is in all its glory. But before we get into it, tomorrow's Father's Day. And about 2 months ago, a woman named Erica sent me an email asking me to do a shout out for her husband. So I'm going to do that. Justin Goodwin, happy Father's Day. And all you other guys, happy Father's Day, guys. Anyway, let's get into the Sparrows Special Forces Sentry and take a look at all these picks. You get a total of 8 picks inside of there, and you get 6 tension wrenches. You get the twisted set. If you take a look, they are in 3 different widths, and I usually refer to those as the small, medium, and the large, but the measurements on those are 0.13 inches for the large one, which is 3.2 millimeter. For the medium one, you're looking at 0.11 inches, which is 2.75 millimeter. And the smallest one, the thin one, is 0.09 inches, which is 2.35 millimeter. With this particular kit, you also get the Z wrenches. You don't get this set with the regular Sentry, but they measure the same widths, except you have a short end and a long end in the Z style format. So pretty good selection of tension wrenches. Pretty good selection of picks too, I've got to say. All of these are 25 thousandths of an inch, all stainless steel, pretty durable stuff. This one is called the Steep Hook for obvious reasons, but I pick it up so we can take a little closer look at it. You'll notice it has been tumbled. Some of the places that are hard to reach, like right there at the tip of that hook, you can see those little crevices don't tumble so well. So these are going to take a little bit of tender love and care, but for $41, guys, you can't expect hand finishing. You get a nicely shaped standard hook. All these are 25 thousandths, so I won't keep repeating that. This is this is called the Offset Hybrid. A lot of people who speed pick like these because the head's a little bit bigger and the shaft's a little bit thicker, a little bit tougher, so you can be a little bit rougher with the lock with these, and you don't have to be quite so precise with pin placement. So both newbies and speed pickers find these very useful. You get this one is called. Let me grab this guy. It's called the High Reach. Now it's a deep hook, obviously, but if you take a look, if I can get some focus, there's just a tiny little notch there to help you position that right on the tip of the pin. So you know exactly where that thing is before you start picking. Pretty cool. You get a small half diamond. Not bad. You get a worm hook. And when you start looking at hooks and the L rakes, I like to look at the low spots, like down in those little valleys. And that's where the tumbling doesn't do such a good job. So when you start refinishing these, that's where you're going to have to get down inside of. Here's the city rake and L rake. That might show it a little bit better. So the peaks are finished very, very nicely, but down the side of there, and then of course the shaft is going to take a little bit of rounding off with some sandpaper. All these 8 picks probably wouldn't take you more than about 20 minutes. Sparrows calls this their best buster snake rake. So the rest of it just called it a snake rake. It's leaning forward a little bit, and they say it's optimized to pick best locks, best brand locks, but snake rake. All right, it's almost a perfect kit. It's all 25 thousandths though, and Special Forces guys don't just go to 25 thousandths countries, if you know what I mean. A lot of those places have paracentric locks, difficult to get into, and so what would I add to this kit? Well, the first thing I'd add would be a full-fledged Bogota. This one's in 25 thousandths. I would add it to the kit, and because these have no handles, they're just bare metal, they'd be able to fit into this kit with no trouble whatsoever. Okay, that's 25 thousandths, but I'd also add another Bogota, but this one is 15 thousandths. Very, very flexy, and I would throw that into the kit. And last but not least, because you can't rake everything, I'd throw in a couple of hooks. These also are both 15 thousandths. I got them on, these are out of my kit. I also got these on Sparrows site, and I think they're like $4 Canadian each, which is like 3 1/4. So not bad to take a really good kit and make it what I would consider to be almost perfect. So there you go, the Special Forces Sentry sanitized kit. Oh, okay, sanitized kit. Guys, if you'd like to win this, all you gotta do is go to the website, to the free giveaway button for the weekly giveaway, and register, and you could win this. Anyway, thanks for your time. Stay safe, stay legal. Justin, I can't believe your wife called me 2 months in advance to say Happy Father's Day. Thanks, guys.